Yeah, we back at it again. Let me turn off the classic, stupid classic. There's no words for it. Wow. You thinking? All right. Now that's off. Let's get down to business. Average, ordinary, extraordinary, above average. I lost my train of thought. Average, above average, ordinary, extraordinary. I did it again. Just, man, with all the titles and labels that he places on himself, you know, here we go. Hellacious buffoonery, nigga. Let's get it. Power comes in the multiples of three. I bust the triple, I buck the blows, horse to a tree. Write the words, perfect the speech, create the beat. Wisdom plus understanding equals knowledge, 1 and 2 is 3. Believe public enemy, nigga don't trust it. They pay for your embarrassment and stupidity in public. In this age of iron, us soldiers stay rough and rugged. If the earth is wisdom, consider this a small nugget. The birth, life, and death, man, woman, and child. From being slave to being free, now consider the next file. The sword, the famine, the plague, it gets wild. It's all 3, 6, 9, 12, anyway it's style. Average and above average or extraordinary, or ordinary or extraordinary. How how does one measure those things? How do you quantify the average when men are capable of far more than what computers can computate? Now somebody gonna say, yeah, no, computer, and a man is only capable of these things. Now, yes, a computer, a machine, is able to do, able to process things a lot faster than the human brain. That's the talent of the machine. But what I mean by a man with purpose and will can do anything he wants to do. Anything. A man is not born with a specific purpose. You gotta know, we've all heard in this environment that a man makes himself. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of the popular podcasts that speak on these subjects, will say, a man, he has to create his worth. He's not born with worth. He has to create his worth. He has to create his value. He has to make himself into these things and who he is. This is why he should be able to do the things that he wants to do, be whatever those things are. I got it. Right. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? There's no argument there whatsoever on any given level. That is the exact truth. But to exercise those things without a purpose, to exercise those things without a meaning, can cause the very destruction that you think you're trying to create. You understand what I'm saying? You think you're trying to build something, and you think you're trying to create and make something, and you're going to destroy that. You're going to build it on sand. You're going to destroy the foundation of it right off the bat. Boom. Because you have no meaning behind it. And other men will see that. Other men can see, oh, you know what, he ain't really got a direction or a focus. You see what I'm saying? Men aren't going to back or follow another man that doesn't have any direction or focus. And a woman damn sure is not going to do it. If a woman can see that you have no direction or focus, nigga, she going to be at your throat before the night's out. Trying to dig in your pockets and take something from you. Because you know, if men already don't give a fuck about your feelings, shit, a woman's waiting for you to, you know, start feeling too much at the wrong time. It's a done deal. She waiting for that. She sit back and plot and wait for that. She say, yeah, that nigga gonna fuck up. What? You feel sad? What you sad about? Tell me more. Oh, and then she'll be writing it down in her brain, getting ready to kill your ass the next 2 or 3 hours. However she does it. Mentally, physically, literally. Who knows, right? Having said, a man that has a purpose, a man that has a will, is unstoppable. Now, with a man being able to do whatever he wants to do, what makes you extraordinary, right? Wouldn't the very act of you saying I can go left and you can go right, well, I can go straight, I can go here, I can go this direction, I can do whatever I want to do. I don't necessarily have to follow you. You may do something that I like, or I may just say, fuck that, I'm going to go over here and do what I want to do. With my will and my purpose, if I can guarantee my no means no and my yes means yes, who the fuck gonna stop me? Who gonna challenge that? I mean, dead ass. So, having said, I think, you know, when we take these things without a pure or true personal understanding of how they work, you start to generalize them and use them in a social setting. And you start to say things, you know, like you need this to be extraordinary. You need that to be extraordinary. You need to be a part of this to be extraordinary. And this whole alpha, beta, gamma, sigma, delta male thing, bro, this shit is all fucking crazy. That shit is just as crazy as the alphabet mafia. Because men are going to do what the fuck a man wants to do. Period. Be him rich, be him poor. You have men that became rich doing what they wanted to do. Those are the men that are enjoying their life. You know what I'm saying? And then you have men that enjoyed what they wanted to do and it didn't make them money, but they sustained a living enough to do what they wanted to do and perfect and be a master at that. Now, it may not have been the popular route that everybody would like to see. It wasn't on television and you wasn't getting no clout for it. You know, you didn't get the blue check for it. You didn't get the 100K followers or the 1.5 million followers. You know what I mean? You didn't get those type of attributes. But whatever it is you were studying, you knew that you wanted to master it and it wasn't going to create those types of attributes. You made peace with it. So and then you mastered it. And then all of a sudden, you know, you was somewhere where you needed to be and they saw what you knew and were like, fuck, bro, I make whoop, whoop, whoop and I can't do nothing like that. Now that person may have made a decision right then and there and said, well, shit, I'm glad I got my money. And I bet you that person that you just complimented with that remark said, I'm glad I trained in what I trained in. Be it whatever. There's a lot of things that people go balls to the wall to learn how to do, and it's not necessarily making them monetary gain, making them money, or giving them clout, or putting them out there. But see, that's the beauty of a man. He can do that type of shit whenever he wants to do it. No other creature on the planet can do anything like that. Women are attempting to do this stuff through the feminism movement. And they try 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 and they try. So now the cold-blooded part about man is, okay, we'll let you have your feminine movement. Now they on drugs, they falling apart, they can't get no husband, they don't understand why don't nobody want them with a high body count, they don't understand why niggas don't want no fat bitches, they don't understand all these things. All of a sudden they can't figure it out. Well, why they can't figure it out? Well, you guys do it. You are not a man. I don't even understand why these things have to be discussed or even argued. I don't even get that part. I don't get that part. So, to the point, especially to the levels where it's been taken, it's ridiculous. But then now it's been taken to such a level where who knows? Now, you know, I don't have the statistics. I just hear things and I read certain things and I study certain things. And I'll be careful to, when I say things to you guys, and let you know, this is me talking. talking to you and on a personal, a very personal level. This is how I talk to my friends. This is how I fuck with my people. This is how I speak. So I'm telling you now. We've heard some things about these, about these issues. About single mothers raising men. There's been sayings of them being effeminate. There's been sayings of them being over emotional. There's been sayings of them being not masculine. Now, we got the statistics about the degeneracy and going to jail and fucking shit up. We got the statistics on that. Hey. Everybody ain't turning feminine, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't be out there fucking. Well, you can, according to certain programs that be on TV and shit, that try to have all these, gay gangsters and gay killers, and you know what I mean. They just as gay as fuck, but they're just as manly as they want to be. Yeah, well, fuck, that's that bullshit too, because you can't. Not even man can serve two masters. Not even man can do that. So you either gonna give it up to one, or you're gonna give it up to the other. That's on you. But you're not gonna be acting like, oh, I'm just as manly as everybody else after you done gave up the manhood. You can't get back. All right. Having said, so this whole, idea of what average and extraordinary and ordinary and all these things, bro, on me, it weighed very heavy on me, you know what I mean? Because I'm a man, and no man wants to walk through this life being less than is capable of what he is to be. No creature wants to exist outside of the existence it was created for. And those that attempt to do it are not happy with their lives. Period. Right? Man is the only one that is able to live the way he wants to live, switch, change up, go against his nature, however he wants to do it, but he can't straddle the fence. You either over there or you over there. That's the end of it. You can't be playing both sides of the fence. Men aren't held to a standard of lackadaisical behavior. Now we're coming into an era where niggas is trying to pull that bullshit the same way you got this feminist movement where these women are trying to act like men, trying to act like they harder than the man, gonna be tougher than the man, gonna be more down than the man, only because men have created laws to let these bitches act this way, and they don't persecute them the same way they persecute men. Now you got men trying to say, okay, well fuck it then, I'll just be whatever, do whatever she say do, or I'll simp it and get my attention. I'll give up who I am, who I was created to be, to appease something that was of me, created of me, not separate from me, but out of me. How'd that work? How'd that work? If these terms mean that we're connected and it came out of me to you, how all of a sudden you gonna do better than me or outdo me? Because there was no chicken and no eggs, and it wasn't, so we can safely say neither Adam or Eve passed through the legs of a woman to get here. If you're going to use that analogy, I don't know any other analogies that the common man can, in this country or the Western world, can really understand. But even if you're going to use that analogy, those two didn't pass through the legs of a woman to get here. According to how that's written, they were carved out of the dust of the earth. But one was carved first and lived long enough to name everything, and then it was said that, hey, you know what? It's not good for you to be running around here by yourself naming everything. So I got something for you. Knocked him out and made a woman from him. Right? So if you do go by what those scriptures say, it says woman means of man. Female, right? Of male. So let's just look at that. If you are of me, you are connected with me, but you are not me. You don't look like me. You don't act like me. You're not as big as me. You're not as spiteful and hateful and meanful as me. I growl on my own. I look at you and I go, oh, you so cute. That's not me. I can see resemblances of me, but that's not me. There's distinct differences, right? Distinct ways of looking at things. Distinct, just behavior-wise. And now here we are in an era because we have laws that allow people to go and handle things any way they want to handle. Hey, you want to be it and do it, bro? It belongs to you. You go ahead and you be it and do it, whatever it is. So we can't cry and complain. This is not a cry and complain session. This is an understanding of those men that want to be men. You got to stop giving up your spirituality and soul and being of a man. I'm not even gonna go into a religious aspect. I'm talking about of a man, of the energy that you can draw from this earth. Life comes from this earth, and you see the energy you can draw from this earth. When you lay down on the cold floor, or you lay down on the dirt in a forest or whatever, I challenge anybody to do this, rich or poor. Lay down on the dirt, not in the snow, but in a cool night, and you will feel the energy get sucked out of you into the earth. You feel it. And you're able to siphon and gather that energy from the earth back through food, through what you grow, through how hard you train, through how you treat everything around you. Everything around you is living and responds to you because you're created in the image of what they know as God. And you give all of that up when you go, oh, okay, whatever. Here's my nuts. I'll put them in your purse. You do whatever you want to do. You give all of that shit up. And then you wonder why you're getting treated a certain way. Then you wonder why you're getting acted a certain way. Then you wonder why you're getting Johnny Depp and the bitch throwing bottles at you with your fingers getting cut off. Then you wonder why you in court where you so physically beat the fuck down, you can't even look that bitch in the fucking face and say, I'm going to take my goddamn money back. Fuck you, ho. How about that? No. I swore she'll never see my man. Fuck what she can't see. She see that you going to give me my chip back. See that? That's enough. And I'm not just trying to just, say fuck Johnny Depp. That's not the moral of this. Is you're looking at somebody, same with Will Smith. You're looking at somebody that's so physically beat down. They can't even stand back up. What the fuck is she talking about with that big ass turtleneck talking about, well, I hope these two can get along and we can all heal. What the fuck? What? Bullshit. That's bullshit. I made these two niggas scrap. I'm going to make these two niggas be friends again. Man, well, fuck you. You gave used pussy to a fucked up nigga. What the fuck does that mean to anybody? What does that mean? Right? But the pattern that I see is the men that you fucking with have given themselves up as men. Why would you do that? Well, the only thing that I can say that would make a person do something like that is a person that does not understand, or a man that does not understand what it means to be himself. He has no purpose. He has no clear view. He has no direction on where he wants to go. Because any man that is laser focused on what the fuck he wants, he snatches it up to get it. Be it money, be it girls, be it cars, be it fame, be it clout. If he has a plan to get what the fuck he wants, he's going to laser beam that shit and get it right. He's going to turn it to an instant genius and engineer and make it happen. We watch men do this fucking shit all the fucking time. I've watched motherfuckers come in that were nothing but laser focused on, I'm going to be some shit I was over with. 6 years later, this nigga running, this nigga's name's in lights. And I done seen that 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 times in my life with multi-platinum fucking artists and engineers that you motherfucking people know. Personally watched them when they were just customers and turned into who they are to this day. Seen it with my own two friends. So I'm telling you, when a man gets focused on some shit, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Look at simp'n. If simp'n ain't the pure focus of a man, I don't give a fuck what you could tell them niggas. You a simp in their face. Oh, okay, throw the money right up there. You a bitch and a half. Okay, throw the money right out there. You stupid shit at the okay, nigga. Doing this shit. She let me fuck. Or she might let me fuck. Oh, and they don't stop. So what kind of example do you set for the rest of the people? Oh, well, niggas will do that shit. Now, the stronger men see the weaker men and they start making, porn websites and online girls, and they say, fuck it, we gonna get paid off that shit. Pimping, that's what pimping is, right? The bitch ain't paying you. It's the nigga that's buying her, the John. Right? It's the car that gets you to work to get your check. Fuck you give a fuck about the car, just run right. Everybody loves to use car analogies when it comes to women. Can we just tune your motherfucking ass up so I can get my ass to work, get this money, and come on back home? That's what I'm looking for, right? The niggas jumping cars like they jumping hoes. Oh, I'm finna give me a new car. I'm finna give you this car. I'm finna give you that car. So this car analogy for women is almost even perfect, right? And they mindless the same way. Oh, okay. Next nigga sitting in my seat. Oh. Right? But you can't expect something that's of you to give you purpose and create you. That doesn't make any, that's reverse. She's looking to you for that inspiration because she came from you. She wasn't carved out of the dust of the earth the same way you were. She wasn't here all this time to see all this. She came, just imagine, if you go by that story, when she came, she saw animals and everything here. Like, what the fuck? And you hear Adam like, okay, this is this one, and this is that one. Yeah, I named this nigga over here. I told him that. She didn't know none of that. And he was there to see all that shit. Now she get here, right? And you gonna look to her to make you better than what you were already created to be. Clinging to your wife don't mean she to make you better. Clinging to your wife mean you getting your rib back. That stays next to me. That was my rib. But I was already great before I got my rib. You know who the fuck I've been carved after? Do you know who I am? You know what I've done? Nigga. No. When is the accessory? I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious on this because I am not into the game like that. But I watch TV and everything, and I watch these models and shit and everything too. When does the accessory become greater than the woman that's walking down wearing the shit? When do we start caring about the dress more than we care about the bitch that it's in? Or the bitch that's in it? You feel what I'm saying? When do we get to that point? See, that's what I'm saying. We putting the cart before the horse. I ain't gonna tell you what you want. What you do, what the hell you want to do. As a man, this is your life. This is your life. You live it how you want to live it. You speak it how you want to speak it, and you live your consequence the way you're gonna live your consequence. Because, bruh, women already hate your fucking guts because they can't do what you're doing, and they're looking at you giving it up like a fucking dickhead, right? But that's your business. But you already know men that understand who they are and got a purpose and gonna do what the fuck they're gonna do won't hesitate to slit your fucking throat. So you boxed yourself into a corner. And you're not gonna be, a fucking wolf amongst cubs. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. She-wolves will run that bullshit up out of there. You're gonna have to be hard about who the fuck you are. If lions and tigers and all that shit are copying who we're supposed to be, What the hell is wrong with you? Am I telling you to turn feral and start fucking everybody up and ripping everybody in half and beating everybody up and whooping ass and turning everything back into the dark ages? No. But I'm not necessarily telling you to turn the other cheek and tolerate this bullshit either. Things have to be the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand we all gotta be, we're all in this era where everybody's trying to be careful and dance around their speeches and stuff like that. I don't give a damn. My no means no and my yes means yes. And I've been proving that fact for a very long time now. Very long time now. Don't mean I'm the fucking freshest of the freshest or the hardest of the hard, but I am the one tough motherfucker that don't give a rat's fucking ass about you. How about that? So, having said, that's what a fucking man is. That's what a man is about. To me, that's what a man is. That's what he does. He stands in his square and he works his convictions the way he fucking works them. That's it. That's it. We can look at each other and say, okay, you know what? You went a route a certain way. I don't think I would go that route. I might want to do. We can contemplate each other's lifestyles, contemplate each other's decisions, contemplate each other's what we think is wealth and success all fucking day long. And we can come to a mass majority on how we feel about it and have rallies and everything else and declare what it is and what it isn't. That none of that shit matters to the person that has the purpose of what they want to do, be you love it or hate it. I am going to do that. And fuck anything else that's trying to stop me. Well, that is man. That is man. Right? Because we are non-negotiable and we are created in the image of one who does not take anything less than perfection. And you act like that's above man. Man can't ask those things. What you talking about? You forget who I was created in the image of already? Yes. He said this was all mine. I'm responsible for every stone on this planet. It's mine to use. I've been given a set of laws to respect certain things so certain things can happen. I have a choice not to do it. Let's see what happens. Right? Because it was written in what he told Enoch. He says, let us sit back and watch what they do. I gave it to them. Let's see what happens. Why would you give that up? For something that you were designed to protect and to keep safe for your possession. For your possession. My woman, my wife, my daughter, mine. The only one you give away is your daughter. The other one, the wife, is yours to keep. My mother, the one you're supposed to take care of when your dad dies. Unless she leaves him, then she's on her own. And you choose. I'm not going to tell a man not to take care of his mom, nigga, that's on you. But if we go by what's written, if she divorces or she leaves him, that's on her. But if she's widowed, she did her duty as a wife. She deserves to be taken care of. Who's supposed to take care of her? Her sons. If she's blessed with sons. If she's not blessed with sons and only blessed with daughters, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I don't know. They don't speak of it that way. Maybe the daughters are supposed to take care of the mom. I don't know. Or maybe the son-in-laws. I don't know. But a widowed woman is a respected woman. Highly respected. She's not a divorced woman. It's two different things. It's two different things. Anyway, I don't want to go off too much into that subject, but as a fucking man, You're not supposed to give up those rights like that. You're supposed to stand firm in who you are. No, you don't have to be violent. No, you don't have to do any of those things that men are able to do. Men are allowed to do. This is why monogamy is a lifestyle that is chosen by men. See, we thought monogamy was for the woman, and the woman, I mean, she the one that women don't dictate shit. My rib don't tell me what the fuck to do. I tell the rib what to do. I tell the hand what to do. I tell his hand what to do. I tell these eyes what the fuck to look at. I tell these ears what to hear. I tell that. I tell this mouth what to say. Me. So how the hell my rib gonna tell me what to do? You lost your damn mind. Now that's a check and balance to that. Because you fuck your rib off, nigga, you gonna be walking funny. My side aching. That shit hurts. It's because you didn't take care of your damn rib. And whose fault was that? The man. Why? Because it's your fucking rib. This is yours. This is yours. These are yours. They are yours. The world is yours. You think Tony Montana was lying when he saw that shit? You think these rappers are lying when they say that? No, they show you that every day. They make their money. They spend their money. They show you they can go all over the world whenever they want to. And they can get loves and cheers everywhere they go. Why? Because if you want it, the world is yours. What James Brown say? Pay the cost to be the boss, right? It is what it is. Pay the cost to be the boss. Now, what you bossing? That's on you. That's your purpose. You bossing what was important for you. You bossing what meant shit to you. That's what you bossing. That's on you. You understand what I'm saying? But as a man, that's your intent. So we started off with the whole average and extraordinary. To be extraordinary at something takes a lifetime of practice. All right? They tell you what, you want to master something, you got to give it what, 1,000 hours or something shit like that? Nah. It's your life. You want to be good at anything, you have to practice it for the rest of your life. And you have to make sure it cultivates and grows like something that festers in your soul. But you have to do this to something that you want, because it's going to take your life to learn it. I've watched motherfuckers master things. One of my best fucking friends, my homeboy, masters reading and knowledge and understanding in a way that is ridiculous. But he's been reading all his life. He's been doing this all his life. How could he not be a master at it? Right? Rest in peace, my cousin Joe Larry. I've watched him as a kid doing floors. He had a way of doing floors and getting the hardwood floors, bro, in a way where shit looked like glass. Well, why is that? He's been doing it all his life. Not a motherfucker that worked with him could figure that part out. Well, why? Because he was only doing it for 10 years. He was only doing it for 12 years. This nigga was doing this shit when he was a kid. All his life. So when you're doing something that you want to do, that you know is going to be good for you, and you're going to master it and you're going to get it down, it is a lifetime practice. It ain't some shit you just hop into in the last 10, 15 fucking years, and in many cases even 20. It's something that you have dedicated your life to, and you're saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do until I drop. That could be anything from making money to getting bitches to having businesses to wanting fame to wanting whatever it is. Ultra spirituality, elevated in whatever religion you believe. You're going to be doing it for your whole fucking life. Ain't nobody going to take you serious unless you dedicate your life to it. Straight up. Straight up. See, so this is the reality of this. This is the reality of being a man. And the problem is you got a lot of men that won't dedicate themselves to whatever the fuck it is they want to be because they're scared they won't be respected for what they want to do. And what I'm saying is, as long as your peers respect you and the man that you tell no understands your no means no, and the man you tell yes, he knows he can trust that your yes means yes, who gives a fuck what you do? You can have all the money in the world and be one of the biggest fucking assholes that walk the face of this planet. What that mean? I can buy lobster. Well, I'll tell you what. I know broke motherfuckers that eat lobster. I know motherfuckers that live in the hood that ain't broke that eat lobster. I mean, fucking A. All you got to do is save up a good $20, $30 or $40 if you want a big one. Or if you want to go gigantic, you can just save up $60. Who the fuck can't get $60? Buy whatever kind of fucking lobster you want. Eat it. Yay! Now what? Sun's still out. It's still high noon. You ate your lobster, is good, right? Get your motherfucking ass back to work. You owe me $60. What the fuck? Doesn't fucking matter. People that are multimillionaires, any of these multimillionaires you seeing with the Bugattis and shit like that, they'll tell you every day they fucking working. So it don't matter. He drive the Bugatti because he's driving the Bugatti to go to work. But he enjoys the work that he's doing, so to him it's not working. He's taking a break in his mind, right? Anybody that loves the arts or boxing or any kind of athletic sports, you train, and then you take your rest. You don't give a fuck about taking your rest. Don't mean shit, but just okay. I'm gonna just take a rest and go back into it. Train. You ain't thought about vacation. You ain't thought about family and friends, and all you did was focus on what you're gonna focus on. Sleep mean you missing out. I done went to sleep. Damn, I could have trained a little bit harder right there. Right? That's what happens when you have a purpose. That's what happens when you have a meaning. Well, people that have those purposes and meanings will always be extraordinary at the things that they are studying to do. And if you're going to spend your lifetime studying something that you know is not going to make you money, that's power. Now, does that mean you can go into Congress and make men do stuff, or go into senates and make laws and get shit done and make topple governments and all that shit? No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. Because to move, what Sun Tzu said, to move one man is to move 100 men. To move 100 men is to move one man. So one man can respect you, 100 men can respect you too. But you have to be respectable. Because men don't follow bullshit. And men that do follow bullshit are not the men that I am referring to. They are the men that I'm saying are simping. They are the men that are full of shit. They simping, they capping, and all the things in between. Because you're going for that bullshit. They are the ones that the rich men prey on. The fodder. You're not making that bitch money. You're making some other nigga money. You're giving this bitch thousands because and what does she take her thousands to do? Go give it to a fucking doctor. And it ain't no fucking broad neither. Fix me, make me do. Thousands, what does she do? She goes to a fucking department store and gives it to a designer that's most likely a man, because most of the designers are men. She goes and buys Gucci, man. Versace, a man. Dolce and Gabbana, I think both of them are dudes. Yeah, there's some girls in there, but they don't get the same recognition as Louis Vuitton and all these other dudes. So you giving this bitch thousands so she can go give it to another man. You giving this bitch thousands so she can go give it to a jeweler who 9 times out of 10 will be a man. And you think rich men don't see that shit? It's pimping 101. shit, how can I get these niggas to do that? If I get the bitches to shake in front of them, they'll throw money at the hoe. And once they throw all the money at the hoe, she'll take that money and give it to me. Yeah. Another strip club. Strippers make the money go around, and money make the world go around. This is a good deal. If I'm stupid, yeah. If I'm stupid and I got that shit wrong, throw that shit in the chat. Let me know where my pimping game has gone off the rail. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen this shit first motherfucking hand. Like I said, what was it? I don't know if it was Solomon. I just know it from the song. Don't watch the work the tool it can do. Watch the man behind it. Everybody got their eyes on the hoe. That's the tool. That's the tool. The pimping is eyes behind the curtain, making everything act crazy. That's the pimping. Now you niggas don't want to see that shit. You rather throw your money at the bitch because she got a BBL and her titties done and she look good. Stupid. By sheer fucking definition. Stupid. One of the realest stories I heard was from a podcaster. He told a story about how he went to fucking Colombia and spent $16 on a hoe and said it was the dumbest thing he ever did in his life because he gets pussy for free. He had an epiphany at that moment. As they say, at that moment, he realized he fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. Big time. But he understood that. And sometimes you got to do shit like that to understand it. But it don't make no sense because, like I said, you can get that when you can't eat. You can't put food on your own table. Somebody will have sex with you. I'm not doing that because I'm hungry. Right? That's a totally different urge. So they don't care if somebody's got an itch that needs to be scratched and they nasty enough to pick anyone to do it. They don't care. Why would they care? You see what I'm saying? So bro, as self-improvement, when it comes to men, it has nothing to do with a woman. Nothing to do with a woman. If you yourself have no purpose and have no meaning on who you want to be and how you want to go, how the fuck you gonna help her out? How the fuck you gonna lead her and tell her anything? But see, she has the same mind as you because she comes of you. She's of your rib. She has the same mind and the same ambitions, the same will, but she has a purpose. And she knows what her purpose is, right? But you tell me, when we were all children, when did we not want to defeat our parents and make them do what we wanted them to do as children? You've worked at a job. When the supervisor's not around, when are you not acting a motherfucking fool because the supervisor's not around to tell you what to do? What's the saying? When the cat's away, the mice will play. All these little fucking sayings to let you know who the fuck you are. You the supervisor. You the cat. Right? You are the man. They're supposed to do what you say. You ain't supposed to do what the fuck they say. What the hell? They know. He ain't supposed to do what the fuck I say. That's why these women don't respect a man that gives up his emotions, that either gives up his emotions or lets her boss him around or lets other women boss him around. They don't respect that nigga. Why not? Because you ain't who you said you were. You ain't no, what they say? You ain't no man. A real man, that's the manipulation. A real man, that's more manipulation. Because they're not going to tell you what a real man's going to do because that's going to put them back into their purpose. And I'm a kid out of my fucking pig pen, nigga. I'm kicking over shit. I'm knocking over milk. I'm finna spill the plant. I'm finna act a fool, bruh. You done let me out the pen, Jack. You better come get me. You gotta pick that motherfucker up and put him back in the pen. Get your ass back in the playpen. You ain't big enough to figure this shit out yet. And they'll say, oh, that's a horrible analogy. That is a stone fucking... Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Women can do whatever they want to do. Except for Amber Heard now. But women were doing what the fuck they want to do. Smack a nigga in his face, nothing happened. Take his fucking money, nothing happened. Stories of him getting running over niggas by cars. Niggas got to rehab and learn how to walk again. All kind of crazy motherfucking shit. And they live to fight another day. They live it like, oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'll just, do a couple of months. Jail be fucked up for a minute, and I get back out and hop back on. Niggas, I got pussy, so niggas gonna simp and fuck for me. So hey, that's that bullshit, bro. That's that straight bullshit. So, as a man, why would you give yourself to some bullshit like that as a man? You're not going to be able to be a pillar of anything, an important person of anything, of any aspect or any communal aspect to your tribe gathering or community or statesman, whatever you want to call them. You're not going to be worth shit to them without a purpose that's going to serve that community. Period. Some will be able to build for it. Some will be able to protect it. Some will be able to teach it. Some will be able to craft it. Some will be able to pave it. Someone will be able to put electricity in and give it power, right? But those are all different focuses that men have, right? As I read, and as it's written, those people that built the Ark of the Covenant, they asked for those specific tasks, and there's a bunch of specific tasks that they had to do to build this. One built this one built that, one built this, one built that, one built this, but they all asked for those specific tasks. So the whole family, the tribe, worked on these things, certain specific things. That's the power of man, right? It's also written in the days of Nimrod. Nimrod said they said there was one language, and Nimrod was a mighty hunter unto the Lord, as it's written. Nimrod was like, you know what? I'm gonna build a Tower of Babel, and I'm gonna build it all the way to heaven, and was on his way. Why? Because that's the will of man. And it's written in. So they all have one language. If I leave them like this, they'll try to build something all the way to me. He knew what he created. They came from him. So why would you think that these ambitions that you have are bad? They're literally godly. They only turn evil when you're willing to do something against your own godly man to achieve something. Now they turn evil. Man is man. It is a brotherhood that we are to stand by to keep this network of this earth, the network of the earth, or the functionality of this earth moving properly. He said, you wanted it, you got it. You wanted to know good and evil, you want to know the knowledge of good and evil, boom, this is yours. You're going to sweat for this, you're going to work for that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and you're going to suffer until it's over with, until you understand the knowledge of good and evil. He ain't say nothing about making money. Although Emmanuel did say, money answereth all things. And that sounds good in one ear, sounds death-defying in another. Because just as much as you can get money to buy that house and buy that car and live that life, somebody can get that money to cut you down. In that same swipe. I want 50 G's for those rocks. I want 50 G's to knock that nigga and take his rocks. Da-da. And that is a reality I've seen in real time on that note. In real time. I wish I could say I'm bullshitting. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I can't tell you where to go. It's all on you. All I can say is stop labeling yourself to what alpha or beta or any of. No, get your purpose and make your purpose a part of your life. And if that purpose is a benefit to your community, then the riches and fame and seek, all the stuff you're going to seek are going to come. That purpose is also dealt with children, because if you ain't taking care of your kids, you are unleashing hell on your own community. You fucking your own people. You know your kids need you. You know what happens when you're not around. You know how they end up. It's too many studies, nigga. You can Google all of this shit. The information is right there in your hand. And if you refuse to take care of your children because you're mad at that bitch, I refuse to take care of my children because I didn't make enough money for myself. I refuse to take care of my children because I didn't want them little bastards in the first place. You are fucking yourself. Because we all know as men, there's a price to pay for casual sex. We try to avoid that price by taking penicillin to get rid of STDs. We try to avoid that price by making bitches sign non-disclosure agreements so it don't get back to the motherfucking wife. We try to avoid that price by appeasing these hoes so they don't try to take us for everything we got. Right? But casual sex comes with a price. That's why they say it's a rich man's game to have a bunch of women. And the horse race. That's what's the horse racing is a sport of kings. So horse racing is a sport of kings. You better believe if you're gonna have a stable of badass bitches, you're gonna have to be on king status with your money, because that's gonna cost you. But hey, that's what you focusing your energy in and getting your money for, bro. Get you the baddest stable you can find. But you a fool and a half if you think you're going to be able to fuck anything you want to fuck and not run the risk of that price. You stupid. You stupid. I ain't going to tell you to go out and fuck a bunch of hoes or don't fuck a bunch of hoes. That's not my business. I'm just saying, every time you go out to meet that bitch and you want to fuck her, know you going to Vegas, you picked up the dice and you about to roll on the crap table. You know what I'm saying? Condom, no condom, fucking... whatever your chances may be. No condom, you betting on the fucking what was it, the hard way, the 5 and the 6 with no condom. That's what you betting on. You crap out, nigga. See, so this is real shit, and we can't be fooling ourselves anymore, thinking that we can live the way we want to live without having a price. That's shit that bitches do. Men have a fucking price for everything because this is all ours. If we don't take care of it properly, then we'll pay that price. They won't pay that price because they didn't get that. None of that shit belongs to them. They belong to us. How is your rib gonna take over your shit while you still alive? And the only way she gets that shit is if you give it to her when you pass. Right? So, and I know a lot of women, they hate that shit. But a lot of women that understand that, they operate in the realm of what they were created for, support to a man. And those are the happy women. Those are the women that are mothers and great grandmothers, and the husband sits there and says, I'm gonna stay with you forever, even if he did dip out or not. And that doesn't justify him dipping out. Because again, I'm telling y'all motherfuckers, monogamy is a choice lifestyle that only men can choose to do. Only men can choose to be monogamous. When a woman is not monogamous, she deteriorates her body and her worth. Period. And if a man don't want you, you're going back home to your dad. And if you don't have a dad, you belong to the streets. Man, I'll find a purpose for you. It just won't be in somebody's home, raising your own kids with a ring on your finger. You might be going in and out of a few homes. You might be fucking with a few people's kids. That's the way that shit goes. That's up to the woman. That's up to you. You know what it takes to get a man, to treat a man right, and have a man stay next to you. It's up to you. You know, but fuck, I know. I'm a man. I can only tell you what I like and what I'm going to deal with and what I'm going to tolerate. And now it's up to you if you want to do that or not do that. But you think that's going to stop my purpose? You lost your mind. See, the rich, powerful men use things like sex, sexuality, women, money, gambling, prostitution, fun shit, entertainment. They use those things to manipulate weak minds and weak people. Because the more of the masses they can manipulate to get paid, they can make more money. This is why you got billions and billions of dollars going into that. Everybody's, they buying into the dream. Okay. You work hard. You bust your ass to get the chip that you get, however you get it. You, right, as we're raised, we're told you should be able to live the way you want to live and do what you want to do. Okay. I ain't gonna shoot a dead horse. All I'm just saying is, stop labeling yourself in these fucked up, stupid labels. Find your purpose in life and be extraordinary at it. Period. Dot. Stop worrying about what the next man gonna say about you. Stop worrying about what the next man think. Stop worrying about, what these bitches think, because they're not gonna help you, and they're not supposed to help you. They're not supposed to help you. The statistics will show you that most of these girls want an already made man. Well, why is that? Because you're supposed to already be made. Motherfucker, I just got to explain in the creation, you was already made. You already named everything. You already established the order. Then she came to kick it with you. So why is it strange if they're going to look at you and say you got to be already made? It's not a strange request. But as a man, she's right. You were supposed to be laser focused on what you were supposed to do from day fucking one. And by the time you got ready to fuck around and start a family, you were supposed to be already made. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm making it this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Anywhere from I'm staying in the city and working for the city and civil service, on down to I'm being a farmer, on down to I'm fucking flying drones, man, and I'm making money flying drones, and that's what I want to do. Okay. That's what he does. And if what he does keeps his no's no and his yes is yes, he is already made. Give a fuck what you hoes try to respect or don't respect. It don't matter. Get in where you fit in or catch the next fucking bus. And at this point, a lot of these bitches don't even get out of the bus station, much less off the bus stop. Talking about how come ain't nobody trying to, why you don't want to protect, why you don't want to kick it. Well, you fucked it all up. You don't want to listen. Who the fuck wants badass children? You don't want nobody defying you, especially your kids. So what the fuck you think I want to deal with you being defiant towards me? I ain't got to prove nothing to you. Nothing to you. Because if your purpose is to be with me and I deny you that purpose, you have no existence. You didn't think about that, did you? Because now you would just be used by men to either work in the corporate world, to either work for them in one respect or work for them in another respect. But no one will accept you. You have no purpose. You're not going to do the whole kid thing. You're not going to have the whole, fucking, Christmas, summer, none of that shit. And that tears women apart when they don't get to have those things, because that was their purpose. That was their reason for the existence. It wasn't to take my fucking spot. I tell you that. I done seen more shit than you. You ain't gonna just come up and take my shit. So I know you weren't here to take my shit or even be a competitor to do it. We've shown that. So, not we've, but it's been proven and shown through science and statistics and everything else. Now it's just manifestations of willfulness. I just gonna be better than you no matter what I say. Yeah. Okay, put your toes down. Let's scrap them out. That's just mean. You're supposed to let me do whatever I want to do. What the fuck? You forget you forgot who I was in the order of this creation? Take two of these. And this is men. Men are not going to respect things that don't respect men. It has nothing to do with hierarchy. It has nothing to do with my life is more valuable than yours. No. In fact, if a man knows you value his life, he will give his life to you. A man knows that you value his life and you value his purpose and what he is intended to do, he will give his entire life and everything to you. Why? Because a man clings to his wife, and that is what she is supposed to do. That is what she deserves for supporting her ribs. I'm attached right here so we can all breathe. And I know if you are taking care of yourself and taking care of everything, I will be taken care of because I'm attached to you. He will give you his life. Won't even think twice about it. Won't even question it. Won't even wake up in the morning like, why am I trying to kill for this bitch? He won't even hesitate to ask. His best friend will know. I better not come over the house and say shit about this nigga's wife because I might lose my friendship. Everyone will know. Damn, that's that nigga's rib. Don't fuck around. And those that see that and understand that will want to protect and cherish that. No, nigga, back up off that motherfucker. That's whoop, whoop, whoop. But a woman don't deserve that bullshit up front. Fuck you. Bitch, you stink like I do. What the fuck? Now I'm just supposed to just give you shit? That don't make no sense. And if I do, you don't respect it. See, so if I do just give it all up to you like that, you tell me I'm a fool, you tell me I'm a fucktard, you won't respect me. You won't respect me. I'm soft, I ain't real, too nice, boring, right? I get it. I get the nature behind it, but the logic behind it is stupid. Because if you would cater to the men up front, you would get all the things that you're looking for. But you so busy trying to be a man without a dick, that's why you stupid. Stop trying to be something that you weren't even designed to be. You might as well, you be like that motherfucking idiot man that dressed up like the deer and went off into the forest and the hunter shot his ass. That's the dumb shit you doing right now by saying I'm gonna try to be like a man. In fact, in real time, what happens? A lot of you girls want to be like a man so bad, you want to change yourself transsexual, turn into a man, go out into the public and get your motherfucking ass beat. Like a man. My experience, I can't tell you how many girls I saw that were butch, get ready to get snatched up, patted down, anything. I'm a female, dude, I'm a female. Oh, now you a girl. Started getting your ass whooped or being treated like a real man comes on. Now you a girl. Oh, I'm a female. Bruh, it's just straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. And that's why I'm saying, if you can see this, stop simping for these hoes. If you can see this shit and understand what I'm saying, find your purpose and perfect your purpose and bring order back to what's going on around you. Because catering and simping to these hoes ain't doing shit but killing the very community that you're trying to create. Because you're flipping it ass backwards. A car has reverse, but it ain't designed to run backwards. So you flipping it ass backwards. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. I'm not alpha male, not sigma male, beta male. I am a man. End of fucking discussion. I am a man. You understand that? I will tell you one more time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be average, above average, extraordinary. I know what the fuck I want to do, and I know what my purpose is, and I know what I've done for all my fucking life, and I am very good at what the fuck I do, and it guarantees my no means no, and my yes means yes. Because I am standing and looking at you in the definition of what I know and what I feel to be is a man. Period. I don't give a fuck what she say. Damn sure don't give a fuck what she say or what they say. Until you have seen my convictions and walked in my shoes, you can't tell me no otherwise. And if you feel you can, let's zero it out and see what happens. That's what men do. That's why men are careful when they talk to other men. That's respect. And that's the way it should fucking be. Because a man's ambitions are dangerous on every fucking level. You hope his ambitions don't have evil behind it to where it won't hurt and kill nobody because you see him so laser focused. You hope he's inventing a cure to help mankind and not a virus that's going to destroy the next generation. You hope that because you see him so laser focused in what he's doing. You hope he's making these weapons to bring peace and security to the nation and not using them to advance his fucking ideology onto a lesser people or onto a weaker people. You hope those things because you see them so laser focused, so dedicated to their cause and what they're going to do, right? Because that's a fucking man. It may not be a man you agree with. It may not be a man you like. But it's a fucking man. He ain't giving himself to that bullshit. He stayed focused on what the fuck he wants. Now, the rest of that shit, I can't tell you. He could be crazy as fuck. He could be losing his fucking mind. He could nut up. He could be whatever the fuck. They don't make him stable. Just because you laser focused on what the fuck you doing does not make you mentally stable. But men understand that shit. So we sit back and watch this nigga. Let's watch this nigga and see what the fuck he doing first. Okay, all right. Oh, you see that shit? I ain't going nowhere near that nigga. He's crazy as fuck. That's what men do. Women get the threat of violence from men. First thing they want to do is try to calm it and soothe it. Oh, hugs, kisses. Let me get you something to eat. Sex, whatever. Just stop being crazy and violent. Well, that's a man. That's what men do. God help you if your men do not care about you anymore. Because until it's said and done, the world is ours. Ours, not yours. Ours. That's what a man is. You don't give that up to nobody. You don't give it up to no system, no government, no woman, no cause unless this is the cause you're studying your life for. No purpose unless this is the purpose that you feel this is what you're existing for. And as a community in the world, we only pray that that purpose brings forth love and peace to everybody around us. But we already know through the ambitions of other men, it could be dangerous, it could be war, it could be famine, it could be death. If power corrupts, then absolute power corrupts absolutely. But yet, what's to stop a man from sticking his head in the lion's mouth? It could be many things. Short-sightedness, a woman. Most times it's a woman. But it could be many things. That's why as a man, your purpose has to be diligent. Your purpose has to have discipline. You have to have discipline to understand what it is, your purpose. There's things that are required of us, motherfucker. You don't come out of the womb just talking about, oh, I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. Even a king has to earn his right. Even a king has to earn his respect from a people. He just don't become a king and everybody just loves him. They'll kill him in 20 years. He has to earn the respect of his people. Don't ever stop being a man. Make sure order is established in all that you're doing so you can get the fruits of what you're looking for. Stop playing. Labeling yourself with crazy ass names. Attaching yourself to bullshit and fuckery. Why? So you can get some pussy from a bitch that done fucked 20 niggas, 30 niggas all through college? You gonna get some used shit. And this is what you trying to save your money for? I understand when other men see, fuck that nigga. Man, let's rob this nigga of everything he got if he gonna be that damn stupid. I understand that. But you know, as men, you're supposed to let that motherfucker pitch his tent, fly his flag the way he wants to fly it. As long as he don't fuck with no other man and what he's doing, it's his will. That's a temptation that you can't give into as men. Men have to control their attitudes and being and emotions about everything. You got to control your sex. You got to protect your seed. You got to make sure you don't tee off and fuck around and try to fight everybody. You got to make sure you're not ultra emotional. You got to make sure that you're square and your word means something. And what you say means, if your yes means yes and your no means no. It is not no easy task being a man. You just don't come out the womb knowing shit. And you better believe all the shit that I'm telling you, I didn't learn from my motherfucking mama. I was one of the lucky ones to have both parents and get the dynamic. But what I'm telling you, I didn't learn from my mama. And look, I don't give a fuck. Learning your manhood and getting your purpose doesn't necessarily mean because I came from a single mother, I got to act like a fucking fruitcake or a fucking idiot and not understand it. That's bullshit. Because your mother knows she can't teach you what the fuck a man is. You have to seek that for yourself. And every man that I know that came from a single mother is all 100% fucking worthy to be followed man. Ain't got no fucking gay tendencies. Ain't got no, softness in them. Shit, niggas would be just as ruthless. So the niggas I know like that are meaner and more hateful than regular men. Will cut your fucking throat in a minute. You hear me? Cut you off from life, cut you off from their business, cut you out. You do not exist in a heartbeat. You wish they would get violent, because if violence got emotion, violence shows you care in some nature. If I care enough to spend energy on you, cut your motherfucking soul like you ain't shit. You talking about hell hath no fear like a woman scorn. Nigga, fuck these hoes. Why do you give these motherfucking women this kind of power over who you are and the being that you are? I'm not saying disrespect them. I'm not saying their life is less than you. I'm not saying that they're worthless. I'm not saying any of those things. They have a beautiful meaning that makes this whole fucking thing work, but they can't do it the way they're doing it. They can't do it if you give the power to them. The power was never given to them. It was given to you. You can't give it the fuck away if you want to give it away. And when you try to, all you do is make yourself look like a goddamn fool. Stop being some shit you not. Be what you were fucking created to be. Do it with the pride of Adam on the fuck down, of civilization, of who you are on this planet. Do it with the pride that you are in that line. Men are fucking chosen. They're picked. When he told Enoch, let us sit back and see what they do, he was talking about the men. The women already knew what they were going to do. Follow the strongest man. Already ingrained, already ready to go. Hey, he's missing a rib. Poop, that's me. Think she wants to attach herself to a weak body? It's crazy. It's crazy. So, to recap, ordinary and extraordinary are going to come from the purposes that you seek. And if you seek something, and you seek it long enough and hard enough, strong enough, and you seek it with the diligence of a lifetime experience, you will always be extraordinary no matter what it is that you're seeking to do. You will always be a cut above anybody else that's doing this and is not doing this in the same manner or with the same dedication and diligence that you're doing it. The same discipline. If you're not doing the same, they're not going to understand it. They're not going to see it. They're not going to get it the same way. And that's cool. because that's your shit. It shouldn't be understood. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't be understood. That's your path. That's your due diligence. That's your mark. That's what you decide to leave for the rest of us to look at and your legacy behind. That's on you. You can attach it to other people's thoughts. That's on you. You can follow other men. That's on you. You can attach it to a religion. That's on you. You can attach it to spiritual concepts. But only a fool leans on his own misunderstanding. Stop simping. Be the men that you were created to be. Stop labeling yourselves in these bullshit ass terms. That's shit that girls do. Let girls do what girls do. Stop doing what these bitches do. You have the most perfect label on the face of this planet. You have the most perfect label. You can't be named anything greater than what you're named as, and that's man.